Let's dig in. Emotional resourcing, lesson 1. This is where we would assume that we would have someone professional, right? Someone like a therapist, like a coach, like a counselor. This would be where you would assume that your emotional resourcing comes from someone who is prepared, who is educated, who has learned skills, not just assumed skills, like say our friends, right? And where we feel the most trust because they are educated, they are certified, they are insured, right? All the things that tell us that we can trust their advice, we can trust their guidance. And this is great. This is where we want to start in terms of emotional resourcing, right? There's a way in which when you have a good relationship with your therapist, like, you feel yourself go through something and you can't wait to get into session. You can't wait to tell them. You kind of hold on to what has been going on for you to then let it go at the therapist session, at the coaching session, right? So there it is. There's the trust to release, to let go, to know that they've got you, right? That's a really great sign that you feel emotionally resourced by this therapist, by this therapeutic relationship that you have going. Now, the only issue with this is one, there's some not great therapists and coaches out there, and so some people may not feel very supported in these relationships. They might feel, not heard, not understood, gaslit even. So we want to be careful in who we choose, and we want to really listen to our body and see that our body feels trusting in their presence. Our body feels supported by the work they do, what they tell us, what they teach us, what we learn from them. Okay? So when our body has that sigh of relief, when our body knows that we can trust them to tell us things that are going to help, that's how we know. That's emotional resourcing. The other issue with this is that many of us do not have the finances to see a therapist, a coach, a counselor as often as we like. So these professional forms, these forms of emotional resourcing that we are paying for, are often the ones that we are able to access the least because it costs money, right? Even people with benefits, they run out of benefits for their therapy very early on in the year because it is not covering someone who's going through stuff, right? It's covering a general, support, maybe once a month, maybe possibly twice a month, but that's fairly unheard of. So there's limits, right? Our finances limit how much support we can get from these people. And maybe even their schedule limits how often we can see them. Therapists that are very good at their work are very busy and may not be able to accommodate seeing us as often as we'd like. So there's a very real limit to this professional dynamic, this therapeutic relationship that we have that is professional, that is paid for. And so you may find yourself really wanting that connection, wanting that support, but not being able to get it as often as you'd like. So this is where we want to find other forms of emotional resourcing. So really, when it comes to a therapist, a coach, a counselor, make sure that you feel that support, right? That they are really there for you. There's a meme that goes around every now and then that says, thinking your therapist actually cares about you is like thinking that the sex worker actually wants to be your boyfriend or girlfriend or partner. Your therapist, counselor, coach should care about you. That should be something you feel in your body, right? And the care is within a certain professional scope, within a professional limitation, right? So we want to understand that there are limitations here to what can be provided and to make sure that what is provided really lands with our bodies. It's incredibly crucial. So feel into your body and make sure that the therapeutic relationship that you have is suiting you, is matching what you need. And if you need more support than what your therapist, coach, or counselor can provide, that's okay. There's many other options. I hope you'll join us for the live group of emotional resourcing where both myself and your peers will help you figure out what emotional resourcing is to you and what's going to feel right for your body.